What? Still fading out. I think it has got one of the longest fade outs ever, actually, thinking about it. But that is Last Ninja, the level 2 loader, the Palace Gardens loader, and it was requested by Sir Barnabas Tripeduster, but we should have had a little bit of a conversation off air to see what. But I think the one that you wanted, Kate, isn't yours kind of more of a wind down tune?
Oh, it could be. Very, very well guessed, young man. Very well guessed.
Yes, so I was thinking maybe we can play that as a wind down.
That's fine by me, I'll allow it.
Excellent. Good. Super duper.
Have you heard this?
Okay, boss, I'm going to need you to fade the bed out because I have a statement to announce.
Oh.
So, last week I made a proclamation about a certain artist in this segment, and I feel that was unfortunate and somewhat unfair. Given the circumstances, as I bemoaned that this particular artist had not fulfilled any recent, sort of performances or anything like that, and that it was unfortunate because immediately following that statement, the artist in question actually did some release work, and I feel that I have besmirched their good character. So I would like to take this opportunity to apologise to Slagon for saying that he'd been away so long, hadn't done anything on the show, and then all of a sudden, no, he's done a show, and it was really good. It was spectacular.
Very nice, wasn't it? Yes.
I'd like to thank him and apologise for, as I say, besmirching his good name and character. Okay.
Nice.
And if you thought I was going to be talking about your own tale,
no.
And,
after that Sid and Drums, fuck
a
off.
Sid and Drums maketh not a 2-year wait worthwhile.
Indeed.
So, I'm not going to say anything more about that. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to play a motherfucking awesome piece of music and talk about it after. First of all, I need to make sure everything's working. Can you hear this? Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard you farting, yes, or something. Yes, I can hear that.
That is not a fart.
Oh, okay.
That is not a fart. Here you go. There has been a technical problem.
Wow. Boss fade.
There's a lesson to be learned here. God damn it. What the fuck? Flame. It was about there, and... There we go. Wasn't that a nice tune of 2 parts?
It was. It was quite energetic, so I'm glad you gave me that little break in the middle just to catch my breath a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Break again? It did. It breaks. It doesn't like that file. Oh my goodness. Fuck me. I have to think of something else. Christ. Right. Okay. First of all, that was 8-Bit Wonderland by Kaki Arts, or Kakai Arts, possibly.
Or khaki arts.
and
It could be that he wears nice khaki trousers when he's doing his remix.
The demo scene coder wore khaki shorts.
Indeed, exactly. You see, it all, it's like the circle of life. Anyway, carry on.
Seems happy enough for that one. Right, and that was a demo released in August 2007 at Evoke 2007 in the PC demo category, where it came first. And the music was by DQ. And I stumbled across this tune only today, although I think I must have heard it before because it was very familiar to me. I told you before that I used to listen to Nectarine, the scene music radio.
Yes.
And back in the days before I had decent internets, I used to use my internet connection at work. And what I would do is I would set when I'm running during the day to record like the whole stream, you know, for hours. So
Okay.
I'd have something to listen to later. So that's actually how I grew to like all the demo scene kind of music. And I would, listen to it and say, oh, that's a really good track, blah, 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 blah. It made track identification somewhat problematic. At least until I got the version of the plugin thing that actually gave the individual files based on ID3 tags. So this one was actually reasonably easy to identify. It was just a case of following it back to find out what demo it was from. So that's what I was doing. I was listening to more of these recordings, old. Digital recordings don't really degrade, but this is on your hard disk for a very long time. And I was listening to a whole bunch of stuff. That's how I now I'm kind of out of the core of my favourite demo scene tunes now, aside from the odd one I forget. So in Mass Effect terms, I'm moving out beyond the core central space and I'm moving into the outer rim. And I'm in unexplored territory, so I'm picking tunes that I may or may not have heard before.
Also,
I think you might like.
Also, Outer Rim.
Yes. So so that's that. So I thought I'd turn things on their head tonight. That was the demo scene tune first. My next piece of music I was going to play was actually going to be the first Amiga mod that I ever heard. Well, that's not strictly speaking true. The very first Amiga mod I ever heard, I cannot find it. I know what it sounds like in my head. Unfortunately, I don't have Shazam or whatever it is. So I can't apply that to old Amiga mods. But I heard it in high school. The technical drawing teacher had an Amiga 1000, I think it was. And he used to run these demos and things, and I remember wanting to hear all the music and whatnot. And I remember seeing the demo and hearing this music, and at the time being, it's like, wow, this is Amiga music. I've come from the Commodore 64. And, our first impressions and things like that, it sounded, this is really good, As you know, I later developed quite a strong critical opinion of Amiga music.
Yes.
But it stuck out. But I have not yet found this track. I will maybe describe it to our listeners at some point and see if we can identify it together, because I know that Ziona's helped me out in the past with certain things. But this is likely to be beyond even her superpowers, seeing as she's